This is my first box of medical supplies from this branch for my port. They did pretty good.
They did pretty. They got you the power lock needles.
Oh.
So you gotta breathe, 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 breathe. Let it go and let it be.
We are in the Lowe's parking lot because we're about to go in, and Peter.
Look, my Bowberry biscuit's a heart for Valentine's Day.
That is so cute. I'm not in the mood. Ollie looks like he might be in the mood, but Bowberry biscuits aren't for bonesies. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's.
We don't typically do a whole lot for Valentine's Day, and I think part of that stems from being in the hospital on Valentine's Day and not feeling well on Valentine's Day. It gives us this. We hold holidays pretty loosely, and so we'll celebrate whenever we're in the mood. So if that's a week before Valentine's Day, so be it. But this year, I'm feeling great. So we're
celebrating by going to Lowe's.
Yeah, we want to get some
What are we getting?
felt things for the bottom of the couch.
Oh yeah, that.
Someone asked yesterday on my Instagram, how is Oliver handling retirement? And I ended up writing an entire book as a response to that. Thank you for asking. He's doing really, really well. I am so grateful because this transition, for the last 7 years, I always knew that at some point this would happen where he would need to retire.
And anytime you thought about it, you'd start crying.
Well, there's that. But so with service dogs, they're with their people almost 24/7. And so of course that transition is going to be startling and potentially really difficult. So the last 2 years since I started, or a year and a half or something since I started riding a horse, like I said, he started staying home for a couple of hours once a week. And then there would be months in between where I couldn't ride, so that wouldn't happen. But that was really good practice for him. But it was interesting. We could see him on our security cameras. He would be awake the whole time, however many hours we were gone. And he would just lay on the bed and look out the window the whole time. Well, now when we watch him on the security camera, he's on his little bed right inside the door, sometimes in the sunshine stream. And he, what I call is turns his brain off. He's not watching out the window the whole time. He turns his brain off and he takes a nap. And to me, that says so much, that he's not distressed, that he's able to rest and not be distressed. That's what is awesome.
And I think it was just perfect provision that we got Harry right as he was retiring, because as much as they don't interact while we're gone, Ollie just stays in his bed.
Right.
I think for him, having another creature in the house is probably really comforting.
Yeah.
It's less where is everybody?
Yep.
And so it kind of gives this normalcy when we're gone.
Yeah.
And we did not plan that.
No.
As you know, Harry just kind of fell on our doorstep, and we're really grateful for it. And looking back now, it's wow, that was perfect timing.
Yeah. If someone were to have told me when Oliver retires, you should consider getting another animal, I'd be whoa, that's a lot of transition all at once. Learn another animal and all of that. Well, it wasn't, like Peter said, we didn't plan this, but it did turn out way better than we ever could have imagined. So that being said, I always thought when Oliver retires, I want to continue taking him places like Lowe's every once in a while. And you guys know, the reason that Oliver has retired at this age, he's 7, his joints started not being happy. He has arthritis, and so he's no longer wearing his mobility harness because of the joints and the tumor on his shoulder. So anyway, all of that to be said, he won't be wearing his service dog harness because dogs are allowed in Lowe's, and because I'm not going to be using him for mobility. But just to I know that he loved working, and he continues to use his brain, and he cracks me up. The other night, I was doing my vest and I couldn't reach the water bottle. It was right out of my reach. And Oliver was on the bed and I was like, Ollie, can you get that water? And he stood up and went over, it was on Peter's side table. He grabbed the water and gave it to me. I was like, thank you. And I thought that was that. Well, next thing I know, he's jumping back up on the bed. He had jumped down. He's jumping back up on the bed with another water bottle. He found like a half-used water bottle on the floor. And his like eagerness, he was so excited at that moment. Yeah. And he still runs and grabs me. I'll trace every once in a while and that sort of thing. So he still uses his brain.
Yeah.
We're coming up with new games and stuff because he is a smart dog and he wants to use his brain. We're home and we're putting our sliders on. Whoop whoop.
Because you know we like to rearrange often, so we gotta have it all.
Oh, I was gonna show our nice little snuggle, but Harry decided to jump down. Okay, so the next place we're gonna try the couch is, oh, you know what I thought?
What?
If we decided like right now we want to try it with both couches in here, we could put that couch in the working room.
I didn't think about that.
Did you?
Yeah.
So we can just play musical couches. It'll be fun.
Well, I thought about the leather couch up there.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Let me put sliders on this.
Yeah, I think, where are those? Are they up here? This is our paper towel cabinet.
In the closet. Maybe.
All right. Peter found some felt, I think it says felt blankets. Why is it called felt blankets? Well, either way, we're gonna put them on the bottom of these chairs because the ones that are on there aren't working too well. Oh, that's weird.
Is it because of that?
That should work. Maybe try it. Oh, you know what I bet it is? I think there's like
The plastic.
like a nubbin underneath there.
Yeah.
And it's probably just, it just sounds different because it's under there.
Okay.
So I bet it's not scratching.
Let's see if, I don't know. This one. Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
I think we're good.
Alright, so let's try.
This is what we decided.
It's gonna have like a bed here.
Yeah.
It kind of makes like.
Ollie, did you see we decided to put the couches together? Come here, try it out.
Jump up? Yeah. It's like I usually enter from the front of the couch.
Ollie, you okay?
That.
Yeah, I mean, I say we leave it for a few days and see what we think.
Yeah.
We can always move it.
For sure. Here, come up. Good boy.
This is my first box of medical supplies from this branch for my port.
Yes.
And so I'm really curious. I gave them a list of what I needed. And so I have like pretty high hopes that they got the things on the list.
Like, okay, so Mary's been doing her port for, you got it when you were what, 16? Or
14, 15.
14, 15. So you've been doing it for over 15 years. And so she knows what brand she likes, what specific, like, sterile saline.
Packs, like,
Yeah.
for sterile saline. to pour onto the sterile field.
Yes.
So we got that.
Makes flushing your port so much easier.
1 yellow heparin, which is what you use once a month for the port.
Oh, hi, Harry.
Harry heard the
bags, thought maybe it was some treats.
We have caps,
Okay.
BioPatch,
Okay.
and then dressing change kits, which are great. Yeah. Okay.
Did those just...
We
Oh,
did it.
they gave you power lock? Oh, good.
I put on my list power lock needles because, as you guys saw, I accidentally used what I thought was my last one, but it wasn't.
In the past, we haven't been able to, the home care company has said, we don't carry the power lock needles, which they're the only needles you can use for a CAT scan, which Mary has a power port, so she could use CAT scan, right?
Yeah, so like if I know that I'm getting a CAT scan or a scan that does high power contrast, we just access my port before we go in.
Yeah.
So then when we walk into the CAT scan,
We're good to go.
unlike that time that they tried putting a peripheral IV in and I passed out because they dug for so long.
Yeah.
But anyway. Okay, next
Awesome.
is, did they? And they did!
The right Tegaderm?
I asked for small Tegaderm with no gauze, and they did it. And I asked
Amazing.
for large Tegaderm with no gauze, which is like the white barrier. They did it! I've had so much trouble trying to get the ones, just the plain. I just want the plain. And I will like specifically request, hey, can you do the ones without the white border? And one time they sent me the ones with the white border and this yellow jelly. It was like Jello Jiggler, right where your needle goes. A couple of extra sterile gloves. A thing of split gauze, which this is actually, oh wait, no, there it is.
They messed up?
They messed up, but that's okay. So these are supposed to be split gauze, actually for my feeding tube, and then some just plain gloves.
Awesome.
They did it.
Which are great for oil changes.
Port? No, not for my port because you have to be sterile. But I just thought it'd be good to have those on hand.
For
Okay.
the oil change.
For an oil change.
Yeah, so there's your medical unboxing.
They did pretty good.
They did pretty. They got you the power lock needles.
Oh, that's
amazing.
Like 100 extra gold stars for them.
Yeah, way to
And
go.
They were so super nice.
Hey,
like on top of
that's
it.
a million gold stars right there.
Amazing.
Okay guys, I just replanted our big palm tree. It had fallen over. I think it was a little like crooked in the old pot, and we knew we wanted to repot it in something that wasn't a little plastic disposable thing. So we got this, I think we got it at Ross, right? Mm-hmm. And it was $16.99. It's like a wicker, is that wicker?
It's like a lined wicker basket.
Yeah, so it's got a plastic liner in it. So, and since it doesn't have like a hole in the bottom, because palms are like cactuses, they need drainage. I put rocks down in the bottom, and I used perlite throughout the soil to give it more drainage. And
I love it.
we love it.
I feel like maybe we should move that bookshelf.
Yeah. Move this bookshelf, we'll put the vacuum in the corner so it can get out and run. And for now, I really like this. It's more seating, which is one of the things we wanted for when we have friends over. And it still feels spacious and open, which is what we loved about this room. So I am a fan. And I really like the color of our couch. Don't you?
Yeah, I love it.
Mary's kind of in a bad mood, so
I'm tired.
she said she feels a little hungover.
I mean,
You did do a lot yesterday.
okay, maybe that's why. Hey,
She
look.
didn't go and get wasted or anything, but she did do a lot.
Look.
That is hilarious.
That's perfect, Harry.
That's like you and him. Like, that's your MO. He just crawls up in your sweatshirt and snuggles. All right. Yeah. All right, guys. We're going to end the vlog. I'm going to try to cheer Mary up or maybe just leave her alone. And, hey, it's real life here on the Frey Life. And, as always, we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Ollie boy. Good night, Bonnie. Do you like our new furniture?
Do you like our new couch? Do you want to come up here?
Good night, hair man buttoned into Mary's sweatshirt.